It's your day.
Oh,
You're doing it, Lumi. You're doing it.
Because you weren't even going to show up. Welcome back to IG versus Tongfu. This is your grand final of the SinaCup Supernova Dota 2 Open. We're in Game 3 of a best of 5 series, and this is match point for IG, because if they take one more game, they're taking home some X amount of dollar.
I think it's around the $5,000 prize pool. Not a big prize pool, but a pretty small cup.
Chump change to IG, but really it's the practice that they're getting, and well, so far they're looking pretty good. They're going to get themselves a Lifestealer first pick if that's what they want, and I think that's exactly what they want.
Yes, this is IG. IG will prioritize this hero over almost anything in the pool. Maybe not something like a Bat Rider.
Well, there's OD. I mean, Tongfu legitimately thought for a while, do we want to give them OD or Lifestealer? Because last time they didn't have Lifestealer, and it was...
Yeah, Ferrari OD is actually pretty scary.
Yeah, Ferrari's OD, better than Moose OD. So I'm going to say that.
Well, Tongfu, as far as hero sponsors, there's Weaver in the pool, there's Visage, but is that going to be... Oh, sorry, there's no Weaver. There's Visage in the pool, but then what do they go with as far as their second pick here? They're going to definitely be looking to ban out the Troll Warlord in the second stage, I feel. There's always potential for IG to run a Troll Warlord tri-lane with a Lifestealer as a solo, but Tongfu go Darkseer, so very, very standard as far as Tongfu's opening, and IG's themselves.
Normally say Darkseer is like, yeah, great pick, but with the way that Invictus Gaming has been playing and drafting lately, you expect them to go offensive tri-lane, and that means you're going to leave a 1v1 matchup between Lifestealer and Darkseer. And let me tell you,
you think Lifestealer wins it, or?
I think Lifestealer is in trouble until you hit 6. And suddenly he just wins that lane flat out.
I think Lifestealer's, yeah, you maybe need a bit of a regen, like a regen pool.
Pull them a Tango.
Salve or a Tango, and you can make your way. You have to get both the Stout Shield as well as the Quelling Blade as well. So maybe not starting with a Quelling Blade, but buy it from the side shop. But if you have Stout Shield, Quelling Blade, you last Stoke under your tower. I think every time I've seen this matchup, Lifestealer's always like hovering around 200 HP, but he gets to level 6 without dying and being zoned out. So
yeah, it's actually very hard for Darkseer to actually kill him, because you could surge in and try to do something, but you could just rage and suddenly your Iron Shell is not an Iron Shell anymore.
If you Darkseer goes in, he just regens using the Feast. And the other thing about this matchup is Lifestealer will get more points in the Feast in the laning stage. You don't just go to multiple points in Rage and Open Wood. You'll get 2, maybe 3 points into the Feast.
Really? I wasn't aware of that. I thought you always leave Feast at 1.
Nope. Not against Darkseer 1v1.
We'll see if that's going to be the case if the two do match up against each other. Chen's going to be the secondary pick here for IG, and so far we're having that sort of draft.
Are they less likely to go for offensive tri-lane now that they've got the Chen though?
You know, that's what I thought yesterday, but we did see a Chen Enchantress matchup, and the Enchantress team actually did go offensive tri-lane. I don't remember whether they won that tri-lane or not, but let's say Invictus Gaming, respecting the Spectre, going to take that one out, and Darkseer Spectre has been a combo, if you want to call it that, has been with Dota 2 for quite a bit now, and I think LGD China is a team that's been using it to the most effectiveness. They like their kind of team-fight based lineup, and Spectre is definitely one of those.
Well, yeah, Tongfu need an answer, because IG, they're up 2-0. Like you say, it's game point. They're going to try look to put the ball in the hoop, the puck in the goal, the ball in the net, Lumi, the sports ball in the respective reciprocal basket, so to speak. My sports analogy ends here. I may be wearing a basketball shirt.
The slam and the dunk.
The slam and the dunk. Antimates. Let's see it, Tongfu. Zhou not really known for his anti-mage play, but
it's Morphling time, I think.
ZSMJ Earthshaker even. Oh, this is Morphling time.
It's Morphling time. When tough gets going and your back's against the wall, you go back to
when
TI2.
the tough gets going.
Yeah, and then the going gets tough. Tongfu Zhou's gonna think back to the days where it's like, hey, I was voted best carry 2012. For what? For my Morphling play. Let's go.
I'm sure Zhou browsed those teams.
Oh!
Bang!
The dunks.
We got some slam dunks
I'm
coming
gonna
out.
tell you that Anti-Mage is gonna get his face
man.
This is early. You picking Anti-Mage against a face rush lineup, like, this is asking for trouble.
It's not full face rush just yet. DK gets
full face rush. This is face rush.
This is more like a mid-game push strat to me. Like, you get the DK level 6 with a Chen mech in hand.
The towers are gonna get face rush.
Yes. This is not diving for kills. The face rush was like, you just ignore towers, you go for kills. This is like, you just take every single outer tower by 20-25 minutes in the game, and Anti-Mage can't do jack shit against that. Darkseer needs more levels. He's not a good initiator, and Visage, not the best for dismantling. They need to start racking up some AoE, some good long range, like Earthshaker, Windrunner type AoE spells to just round off this draft.
Jakiro's not too bad either.
Yeah.
As a defensive support.
You get your wombo combo.
Yeah, Darkseer does give you a. Whoa, here we go. Is this LGD China or is this LGD China? Because this is.
Mag, Darkseer, Anti-Mage. Oh my god, I miss my Zhao 8 draft.
Alright,
I'm glad.
Can we get our 80-minute games here? Finally,
Yeah.
this is a comeback of the series right now because we're gonna have this 80-minute game.
Yep.
And then Tongfu's gonna win this one, and then the next one we're gonna go to 80-minute game as well. And then game 5, ZSMJ is gonna kick Joe off his chair and be like, "Yo, let's pick Dusan. I'm clearing the shit out of this one." That would be.
We've got a game plan for this 5-game series.
Alright,
We're
alright.
gonna pick things up. We had 2 fast IG wins. We didn't wake up at 3 in the freaking morning for.
To cast some 3-0? Come on.
No. We wanted some good quality Chinese Dota. I got my basketball shirt on just for the slam dunks, and it's coming.
Alright, we're gonna get ourselves some slam dunk. Somebody's gonna get dunk. Still more likely anti-mage than others, but I like to see a troll warlord, but I really don't think we'll see it flit into this draft unless you go some like next level troll. Yeah, okay.
Nature's Prophet, so it's more push coming out.
How scary is this damn push coming from Invictus Gaming?
Yeah. Well, it's pretty scary, pretty hard to stop.
Literally every one of these heroes could either push
Even split push.
or split push or zone people out from defending your push. Because Life's still running past your tower. The hell are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Anti-mage right click him?
Lifesteal is great for pushing because, like you say, he can zone people out, and also he can just go high ground and siege because he's got the rage, so he doesn't have to worry. He does have to worry about an RP, but if he's in rage form, he's not getting nuked down or stun initiated unless they want to blow an RP on him. But that's a big risk to use an RP just to get the lifestealer.
But I have to say that this particular draft that Tongfu is playing is very difficult to execute. I mean, LG China played this kind of draft for 2 years straight. And it's hard to say whether they have perfected. I mean, they're, I think, one of the best teams to play this kind of draft. And Tongfu, to me, they're, have a collection of 3-4 players that just recently played together. I just don't think they can execute this draft. This is insanely difficult to play the top levels.
They've got to round things off with the Jakiro. You've got to go just full AoE, team fight, wombo combo. If they get anything other than Jakiro, I'm going to be disappointed. Also, I think it's another purple hero. They need the blue-purple hero theme going. IG, though, they need another support for their lineup.
They should go deep and just pick a Tide Hunter and be like...
Leshrac?
No, pick a Tide Hunter.
You mean Tongfu pick a Tide Hunter?
Yeah, just like 4 melee, wombo combo AoE at the wazoo and be like, Visage, you're doing all the dewarding, bro, because you're the only one that can.
Okay, well... IG.
Thunder, by the way, is a shit pick here.
Yeah. Don't worry. We're looking towards something that can at least maybe help the anti-mage out. Should there be an offensive tri-lane? Maybe they want a more. They need something more, just like a spammable nuke or disable, because Magnus RP is right now most of it. And they can't just entirely rely on that, which is where Jakiro Ice Path isn't bad.
I like Lina.
Yeah.
Lina, although her range.
They haven't got a setup. Well, Gravejaw would be the only setup for the lane change, but it's still a good hero, I feel.
I think Lina's range is a little bit weaker compared to Jakiro's, but at the same time, you just want range
Damage
and AoE.
output.
Yeah. And Laguna Blade's not bad in terms of melting hero before Hand of God comes in. Crystal Maiden not too bad in the sense that it is going to give you some decent AoE. Against Shen creeps, that's a full 10-second disable. Against one of the creeps.
Just having a fast level 4 Crystal Nova, doing a decent job at stopping pushes as well, having another AoE spam spell.
At the same time, very weak against Lifestealer.
Oh yeah.
Non-existent against things like Dragon Knight, who gets a BKB.
You get stunned up by DK and Rage Form, you're dead. So Nature's Prophet can pick you off pretty easily. So it's a very early game centric. I think they just want to solve the Tongfu early game problem and have a strongish lane and a potential also to roam around. Maybe look towards CM, going for some early rotations, gank mid, level 2, get the 2 nukes up, and DK gets caught by surprise. Get Magnus off to a good start. So there's a lot of things they can do with a CM pick, which you can't do with, you can't really gank mid easily with something like a Jakiro, but CM alone at level 2, level 3 can actually start ganking and getting some kills.
Alright, Bane's gonna get banned out here. Or, sorry.
Was banned out.
Was banned out, and Rubik was banned out as well. Both teams looking to pick up a support. Any idea what support that Chen or Jakiro likes to...
They need, I'd say, they need a
Invictus.
setup or a stun, because right now they actually have no good, just laning setup spell to go with the Life Stealer. So Shadow Demon for Faith.
And this doubles up as an offensive and a defensive support.
Oh, and deals with anti-mage to some extent as well. If you use disruption on the anti-mage and his blink's on cooldown, or it forces out a blink if it's not, and he still gets hit by his own illusions, drains himself of some mana, and if not, well, he's in all sorts of trouble. So they could offensive trial him with this. Shadow Demon, Life Stealer, Chen, offensive trial, and especially against an anti-mage because of that disruption reason. But it's a CM Visage who is very strong early game supports.
All right, then let's jump ourselves into the game and introduce our players. IG, they need one more game to take this one. It's going to be Nature's Prophet being played by YYF. Faith is going to be playing Shadow Demon. We have 430 going mid on his Dragonite. Very, very good Dragonite player. Tongfu, How is going to be playing on our Dragonite. And Tongfu Banana is going to be playing on Chen.
Well, IG Banana.
Well, still Tongfu.
Yeah.
In their hearts.
How and Banana. Over on the dire side, it is the real Tongfu squad. They're down 2-0. It's Sancheng playing the Visage. Mu playing the Magnus. The Burden himself playing the Anti-Mage. We'll see how much lifting he can do for his team on Anti-Mage. We've got XCT playing Darkseer, and then finally, ZSMJ on Crystal Maiden. How far the mighty have fallen.
The role reversal. We've seen it all. ZSMJ and CM.
Oh man, I can't believe this. What has the Dota 2 scene come to?
Oh well, you know, it's all good.
Well, they are going to sweep through the enemy jungle here. They just go standard Darkseer offlane, or do they even consider putting CM Visage? Antimage's not bad in tri-lanes, and with his item build, it looks like... Is this an offensive tri-lane coming out from Tongfu?
No, I can't. Well, it is.
They feel confident in their tri-lane, and also the ability to shut down the Chen. They blocked both of his big camps.
I mean, if you think about it, the Radiant dual lane literally has 0 killing power.
Yeah.
I mean, they can maybe disrupt on a Crystal Maiden and then open wounds and kill her, but there's no way in how that How is gonna be no way in hell that How's gonna be getting open.
They can
wounds.
passively farm is about it. That's all they can really do. And Chen doesn't even go into his own jungle. I don't know if he realized all those camps are blocked, but it's a smart thing to do. He goes into the enemy jungle. He can pick up a creep, maybe either help out top or middle lane.
He doesn't have really truly good ganks, right? You have things like oh, I'm losing animations. I'm lagging. Please, no.
Uh-oh.
Perfect world server.
Perfect world, please.
Chen's not going to have really good ganks. I mean, Skewer will allow Mu to get away from most things, and to a lesser extent, XTT is going to be able to get away most things with Surge. But YOAF is going to have a fairly tough lane top. The mid lane is going to be somewhat of a wash. But more importantly, how would IG deal with this lane on the bottom?
I feel Tongfu would dominate this lane, except for the fact that Zhou does not want to level up Mana Break because of that disruption harass. So as a result, all these sort of like little right-click harass he's doing on the lifestealer isn't actually mana breaking, but they're going to switch things up. IZ say these lanes aren't going to work out for us. Lifestealer, where's he actually going to be headed? Straight into the jungle? Good? He's got no actual jungle camps though, well, very few. Yeah, I mean, well, he can't really break through the jungle too much either, and it looks like we're going to see the meta persisting. It's the safe lane Strata Demon. We've seen it far many times. We've seen it all.
Yeah. We see ZSMJ on the Crystal Maiden.
That's where ZSMJ should be. Safe lane carry CM.
I mean, I don't see why
He's
not.
saying, wait, Faith gets to go safe lane farm? Why don't I?
Yeah, Faith is the captain.
I want to join IG.
Captain gets to do whatever he wants.
Well, Zhou now levels up the mana break, so Disruption not leveled up just yet. Surprised to see Shadow Demon not
this courier is just hiding on the mid lane. If that courier gets ganked.
Chen's nearby as well.
Yeah. Looking for gank here on Mu, but this is not exactly the best ganking.
They're going in.
Yeah,
Lifestealer's showing up.
Oh, the Skewer's going to be there, but the Snare's going to be completely... And Lifestealer coming out of jungle with open wounds. Doesn't even have rage. Don't
Next
believe
level.
rage. That's first blood.
He says he can't lane bottom. I'm going to gank at level 2. Just level 1 open wounds. Chen comes in as well. That is just some clever play by IG.
Meanwhile, Shadow Demon not really doing much in the bot lane. In fact, Zhou is getting his complete free farm up on the offensive lane here. So, very well read here by Tongfu, but to me, a better response coming here from IG. They're saying, yeah, let's just jungle and just gank.
Alright, well, game on. Zhou, going to be free farming away. What's happening at the top lane? It's YYF versus XTT in the 1v1 matchup, and right now it's XTT with a bit of a farm advantage, as you'd expect, as a Darkseer. Nature's probably not the easiest matchup, but he's just going to look to get as many denies as possible, slow down the Darkseer where he can, and probably not going to see too much come from this lane. I want to see another gank on mid. It looks like Hao is maybe even preparing for it. He's gone straight into boots.
Yeah, the only reason it worked last time it was because Mu just skewer first.
Look, this ward between the towers.
This is a very standard IG ward. They love to ward between towers to kind of
could look for the courier as well. With an ensnare, you kill that courier. You can ensnare couriers.
You definitely can, although it does have a lot of HP. ZSMJ is also rotating, and ZSMJ, by the way, has a teleport scroll. This is one of the earliest teleport scroll purchase. Back in the top lane here, YYF getting a little bit of harassed down by the Iron Shot.
Got to look mid lane. Patience from Banana. He spots it now. He waited there so long.
Oh, the right clicks and snare. Oh, it's going to be right there. The courier's going to be dead.
GG. No bottle for Magnus.
That's GG mid lane.
Mid
Mid
lane.
lane's won.
Patience from Banana was perfect. And Mood's going to get stunned up by Ferrari. Is there a lifesteal rotation? The lifesteal's here, but he's not going to actually go in because there is enough mana for a skewer, so just trying to force out that skewer maybe. And ZSMJ, like you say, has rotated mid, but what a start from IG.
Yeah, IG is playing exceptionally well right now. You can see a Faith being zoned away from a safe lane farm, and Anti-Mage doing such a good job keeping the creep equilibrium just close to his tower, such that the Faith can't never actually get into lane. But looks like SinaCup in a little bit of trouble because the ganking lifestealer coming out from the jungle, he's just going to work. He's got the boots of speed over SinaCup, so maybe he could have chased a little bit more, but Grave Chill will turn him and send him backwards.
Alright, well, Antimate seems to be the one hope for Tongfu. This is your 4 Protect 1. This is your LGD Dota. Fall behind by 10k gold, then look to start making a comeback. Because right now, the early game is all IGs.
Oh, they see Crystal mid, and he's going to be running right into a Chen. And Chen, he's got a Shockwave creep. Not exactly your best kind of but look at Crystal mid and just dropping his HP pool
Immediately
yeah.
Frostbites the Shockwave. That actually saves
Banana.
his life. If he doesn't Shockwave that, if he doesn't Frostbite the Shockwave creep, he gets another Shockwave off and CM goes down.
Yeah, but that drew Magnus back. In fact, look at Magnus. He's just walking all the way back to base. ZSMJ says, oh, guys, free XP? Is it time?
The CM carry. Let's go.
The CM hitting level 2.5. That's what we're going to see.
We're going to see CM in a bit of trouble if Chen decides to rotate back. And Lifesteal now has his own jungle. These wards are all gone all of a sudden.
Yeah, they use Sentry to de-ward in the beginning.
All right. Good to
And I
go.
think actually with Crystal Maiden rotating away from the lane, can't you just go back to the lane and start CSing there? Because what is the Visage Anti-Mage going to do to you?
Anti-Mage is going to just be annoying with the mana break. But
I mean, he comes in mana break, you rage and attack him back.
Yeah, he's pulling the creep equilibrium back to his tower by just going for a single pull here. So maybe following this, he just looks to farm in lane.
Yeah, I think now Crystal Maiden perhaps forced to go back, but Crystal Maiden says, man, haven't ever seen so much EXP in my life.
Oh, Ferrari getting it Nova, but didn't. No chance of a kill here. There's actually an illusion rune as well as a magic stick up on Ferrari. He's got plenty of HP, plenty of survivability, and this Magnus still 40 seconds, no bottle. Can't get his arcane, well, not even close to farming arcane, but can't even get his boots up either. He's really, really struggling.
But now it's level 5 all of a sudden. In fact, if you look at the solo, it's level 6 on Dragon Knight, level 6 on Darkseer. And then you have your Chen that's level 5. It's going to be the rune happening on the ball lane. ZSMJ picks up double. Doubles from 4 damage to 8.
Well, this is more what ZSMJ is used to hitting hard, like a carry. He's going to be saying, I'm much more in my comfort zone right now.
Have 35 seconds to relive the nostalgia.
Yep.
For facing reality once again.
What it used to be like, hitting hard as a carry hero.
Yeah, but back in the bot lane, it's going to be your Anti-Mage leading in the farm chart here, 43 CS in 6 minutes. I'm not sure whether he missed many at all. And Lifestealer's got himself a face boot despite jungling and, participating.
He comes to harass, though.
Yeah, 430 is going to harass the tower until...
He's got no mana. There's a kill on Joe at bottom lane, maybe. Disruption into... It looks like just an open wound, and Joe almost gets brought down. He does get brought down by a Prophet Ultimate.
Nicely done here. That's going to be...
The disruption onto... He mana breaks himself, and it looks like he just didn't blink in time, or I don't think he could, because the mana break got rid of all his mana that he had. And they timed that gank so well.
That was really nicely done here by IG. So it's getting a kill on the Anti-Mage. I think Anti-Mage now is going to rotate to the top lane and continue getting that safe lane farm. But the big problem to me in the mid lane is, how the hell does IG have double siege unit? I'm not sure what happened with the creep going around the mid lane. But yes, there's double siege before 430 chops one up. You get one siege unit every 7 waves. So Ferrari in the mid lane was able to keep the creep equilibrium for 7 waves. I cannot stress on how impressive that is. Unless that was dragged somewhere from a different wave.
Normally that doesn't happen mid lane, because mid lane you actually want to push out the wave to help get runes. But we haven't seen DK go for runes at all. He's just straight up bottle crowing. Well, how much trouble are Tongfu in right now?
I think Tongfu's okay still. Crystal Maiden's a very piss poor support if you're not getting any early game kill. But this is, if you looked at the draft and you tell me that, hey, Tongfu's gonna be behind early, and nobody's gonna disagree with you with that, right? And if you look at Zhou, despite having 1 death, he's lead farmer in the game with Darkseer closely behind. A lot of those Darkseer creeps are not neutral creeps either. I think Tongfu is actually out farming IG as a whole. Although with the tower kill now Midas up on YYF,
for a kill. YYF does have his Midas, but if he gets killed off here, that's going to help out Tongfu quite a bit. But no, TP coming in, gets cancelled as soon as it's not needed, and Tongfu not going to find it. This is a fast Claymore coming out from Anti-Mage. We will see Zhou just looking for that straight Battle Fury build. The 1-1-1 as well as far as skills goes. Meanwhile, bottom lane, DK's Invis, and he's looking for XCT. He's got the scent here. He can't kill this on his own, but there's a Nature's Prophet who's going to have ultimate soon. Needs mana from base, and looks like we're not going to see that dive happen.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for the dive past tower here from...
Yeah, this is going to be 2 towers. At least 1 tower, I think 2.
That's going to be... No, tier 1. I think the rotation is coming from
Magnus.
Looks like the teleportation is going to come from Prophet, so they're thinking about pushing a little bit more. Yeah, in fact they are. IG is going to send those Treants tanky up on the tower. Teleportation, that's going to come from Visage. These Treants are extremely tanky. And with the poison, Dragon Knight walking back in, looking for the stun. There's a Grave Chill slowly on top as well. Infest's going to be used to actually blow up this creep wave to gain himself a little bit of HP back. There you go. How pops it back out. And that tower is only a half HP, so I'm just going to fly through 430. Yep. Shrugs it off his shoulder. He's got 13 charges on the
losing these Shen creeps, not getting micro, just getting attacked, right-clicked on the tower. Banana, a bit of a miss micro there. Yeah. Well, I don't know about fine, but he loses an Ursa as well as a Centaur.
But they get a tower disruption going to fly through. That's going to set up a kill. Sprout's going to be Moo on Swell. Does Moo have an RP? RP stun. There's nothing just yet. Vacuum Wall's going to get dropped, and there's no RP. They wish they had one. Shanshu on the right side is going to get picked off as well. And suddenly, they could go high ground if they want to do so. I don't think they want to, though. Very low HP. And IG will back off and take their lead. 2 tower kills, 2 hero kills. Yeah. And more importantly, Anti-Mage not doing much.
I mean, he's going to just keep on farming towards that battlefield. I mentioned IG's lamp designed to take all out of towers by 20-25 minutes. That may have been a bit conservative. Right now, they're looking to do it even faster than that.
Yeah, there's 3 tower left remaining on the Tongfu lineup. I mean, to me, this game is going to be salvaged simply on the back of Moo. And Moo gets a quick Blink Dagger, and we saw the 2-man vacuum into and if there's an RP follow-up, for example, suddenly it's IG that's going to be losing these team fights, or at least going to be retreating from these team fights. But whether Moo's going to find that Blink Dagger remains to be a mystery, because he's level 7, he's not farming much in the mid lane, and he's only got 100 gold in the bank. So I don't think there's going to be a Blink Dagger in our near future.
Alright, well, without Blink Dagger on the mag, it's so hard to defend. And they can't defend any out of tower, essentially. It's just going to create space for Zhou to keep on farming. And Zhou, well, he's up to almost a Battle Fury. Probably looking towards around a 13-14 minute Battle Fury. Has enough for a Void Zone. Still needs another 1,200 gold for that Broadsword. So a couple more minutes of farming, he's going to have it. But even with just Battle Fury, he's got to keep farming. He's got to then pick up a Quelling Blade, jungle farm as efficiently as possible, split push as well, and just try and counter pressure other lanes away from the IG push that's coming in.
Yeah, I mean, Zhou's got a world of assignments waiting for him.
Yes.
He can't even do any of it just right now, though. That's just after he farms the Battle Fury. And I think this game will be very well decided before the Battle Fury is even up. They're going to try to prevent that from happening, but we'll see. Zhou going to blink immediately away, but he's blinking straight into the bosom of Ferrari. Looks like he's going to be trying to get an RP. RP's not going to be there. Open wins. Look at this Delta split coming out from IG. The RP's going to get dropped only on Banana, and he's going to be dead. Meanwhile, the wall's going to get dropped on the backline. XCD's going to get focused. That's yet another team wipe. This featuring Anti-Mage dying. Yeah, that tier 1 tower is as dead as it gets. IG, face rushing your towers.
This is
they can't run.
There's no response to this for Tongfu. They just haven't got the draft to do this. This is where LGD, with this style of play, just fell off. They couldn't fight these early game aggression lineups. Teams would just get so far ahead. And when your strategy is... part of that is falling behind early, not winning the early game. If the other team plays that well and just doesn't give you the space to farm and starves you out, you straight up lose this game. And that's what we're seeing here is IG... They've only got 2 tier 2 towers left to take on the outside of Tongfu's base, and they'll probably do so in the next couple of minutes. Go for Roshan, and then around 20 minutes in, they'll be sieging Raxus.
Yeah, I mean, normally if this was LG China on Tongfu's position, I'd say, all right, all things going according to plan, because even though it doesn't look too good right now, Xiao A would have a blink almost up. Like the individual play, or Yao would almost have a blink up. The individual plays really ties things through, but we're going to see a disruption on the mid lane. Can we get a stun? No! Looks like he misses. He went to a creep, and suddenly looks like we have a little bit of trouble here. 430 still running on a frostbite. I'm not sure exactly what's happening there, but teleportation coming in. Shanshan in a little bit of trouble. They're going to try to blow Shanshan up. He's going to be dead. And suddenly XCD trying to zone everybody away from Iron Shell. He's dropping low. He's dropping fast. He's going to be dead as well. How just focusing on Crystal Maiden, infesting out of Creep Wave. Crystal Maiden is also dead. That's a team wipe, and there's a GG. 13 minutes.
Wow, what a dominating performance from IG. This is what I wish IG could have, the kind of dirty they could have shown at the International, but they are showing it now. They are looking like a new, reinvigorated team. 3-0 over Tongfu, and Tongfu have been pretty solid in this SinaCup. They've just 2-0'd LGD yesterday. They've been all around just very...
Who they lose to drop them in the
They
losers?
lost to LGD. So they lost to LGD, then got revenge. They lost 2-1 in the winner bracket semifinals, and they dropped down and had their revenge. They beat LGD there. So I don't know. It's IG just right now look to be the strongest team in China, I would say. We haven't seen the new Rising Stars. DK actually lost to Vici Gaming in the Nest tournament, 2-1. So I don't think the DK team's going to be that good yet, but give them like a month or so to play together to get used to each other. Then we're looking at them as a top contender. Rising Stars, I think, is a similar story, but I think right now IG, they've only brought in, they've made small adjustments, I feel. Their actual core is still there. They still have Ferrari on mid. They still have Faith as captain and support. They still have YYF there doing his exact same role. So I feel IG haven't changed their playstyle all that much. They've just kind of freshened things up.
Yeah, I think because IG haven't made the change of playstyle, they say, you know, we want to play aggressive. How is a much more aggressive carry than the previous carry player was. So I think it fits a little bit better. At the same time, LGD could still be the top of the Chinese scene if they keep playing the way they're playing. But obviously, with the new carry player who's a little bit more aggressive, they're forced to change their playstyle. I still think that LGD and DK are definitely up there with Vici Gaming and Tongfu.
Rising Stars, new lineup.
Rising Star.
It's CTY.
It's gimmicky.
Sylar.
It's gimmicky to me.
Is it LANM or LANM?
No, LANM is. Are they? I'm not too
Yeah,
sure.
I'm pretty sure it's LANM. And if the only play they kept was XDD. Let me check this. I was pretty impressed by their new lineup. If I can actually find them.
Join Dota, your daily dose.
Sylar, King J, XDD. Super? This can't be right. That's the old Super. Join Dota. Doesn't have a Rising Stars roster up to date. Get your shit together.
Well, then with that, we're done with the SinaCup.
We're done with SinaCup. It's come to an end. Congratulations to Invictus Gaming for a 3-0 dominating performance in the grand finals.
They lost one game in this tournament.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that.
To Vici Gaming?
2 games. 2 games. They dropped the losers.
IG, no. They're winner bracket. They did not drop to the loser bracket. There was no winner bracket advantage for them. It was double elimination.
Yeah. So they lost one game to LGD.
To Vici Gaming. And Vici, I think that was the game where it was the
Elder
Titan game. I'm gonna just quickly check this, but I'm pretty sure that was the Elder Titan game from Vici Gaming. IG vs Vici Gaming, game 1. Radiant victory. ROTK Spirit Breaker. That's what it was. They lost to the ROTK Spirit Breaker.
You can't beat the ROTK Spirit Breaker, so that's a fair result.
Yep. Yeah. That was a good game. I remember that game now. That was when IG got completely stomped. Which has only happened once this tournament. The one game they lost, they got stomped. But it's IG victory. That's it from us for the SinaCup. We have a day off tomorrow, but we'll be casting, myself and Merlina will be casting MLG in about 10 hours. I've got a good break. I get to sleep. Tomorrow we get to all rest. We'll be back in a couple days with We Play Dota 2 action. So big thanks everyone for tuning in. If you enjoyed our cast, if you enjoyed the SinaCup, be sure to follow us on Twitter. I'm twitter.com/BTSGods.
Twitter.com/LuminousInverse.
All right, and be sure to follow Beyond the Summit as well. Click that little follow button under the stream if you like our Beyond the Summit stream. And if you really want to support us, feel free to subscribe. It'll help me get a new wardrobe so I don't have to wear some old.
You got your basketball dunks today?
I did not. There was not a single anti-mage ultimate. I'm fucking disappointed.
He got dunked. I told you
he got dunked.
I told you when we saw the anti-mage and then Magnus follow up, like, this is GG. Yeah. But you know. All right, I'm gonna go sleep.
All right, well, he's gonna sleep. I'm staying up because I actually pull weight and do work here. See you guys. See you at MLG in 10 hours.